Alright, welcome back. I'm 64. This is another episode of Rebuilding the SWF. And before we get into the show, there's a few things, as always. First thing is that this is the go-home show for The World is Watching, where we will be hosting our SWF Over the Top Eliminator. And, yeah, that is our Royal Rumble. It's not canon in the game. I'm making it up because I really want to do a Rumble. So there's that. Nothing really happened in the news other than there was one thing I was keeping secret from you guys. I was trying to sign Jumbo Jackson, but despite my efforts, he decided to re-sign with US Pro, and that's upsetting because I would have been really fun to have Jumbo Jackson. Yeah, and there's one more thing that I think I forgot to make abundantly clear in the last episode. The Brandon James Remo title match is happening tonight, not at the pay-per-view. So, that's the main event, is the title match. But we got some good matches. All the ones that we have planned so far is the tag team finals, the Spencer Spade, Sammy Smoke, Steven Parker, Remo and Brandon James, and I think there's one I'm forgetting. No, I think that's all the ones we had announced. Alright, let's run the show. So we open the show where hardcore, I just want to say Hollywood, fuck. No, it's hardcore. Hardcore Bret Starr and the Crippler come across Jack Bruce, and hardcore Bret takes it upon himself to kind of mock Jack Bruce. He's like, Jack, what happened to you and Jimmy? You guys were on the same page. What? Now you're all falling apart because Jimmy Hernandez could not beat the one, the only, the hardcore Bret Starr. What happened, Jack? And Jack's just kind of quiet. He doesn't really say much. Crippler shoves him a little. He's like, yeah, what the fuck happened? Answer the man. And Jack says, I don't know. The guy is just doing whatever he wants. If he wants to dissolve this partnership, I think we should dissolve it. That's it. And then he just walks off. So, Crippler and Hardcore just kind of looking like some dicks. And then we get into our first match of the evening, the blow-off match. No pun intended. In a bout that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much... What? Didn't have much heat? Aw, man. Alright, and about that decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Sammy Smoke defeated Steven Parker in 7:49 with a pinfall with a handful of tights. No, Sammy Smoke! Well, you had to expect this from the con artist himself. There's no way he was going to be upstaged no matter what it would have to take. And then I believe next we have our tag team title tournament. And American Machine is entering when... Nope, never. Yikes. No, I meant to say, this is next, and Mikey Lau is just backstage chilling out, but Primus Allen and Akuma and Eric Eisen come up to him, and they're like, Mikey, did you get Valiant to come after me because your bitch ass couldn't do shit? And Mikey's like, no, why, What connection do I have with Valiant? I haven't talked to Valiant in 9 fucking years since I was in RIPW. Did not mean to press spacebar. But, what? Why would I work with him? I don't know what he wants with you. I don't know what you've done to him. Eric Eisen, just not convinced at all. He's not convinced. And he's confident that Mikey Lau got Valiant to do it. And he's like, you guys are best friends. You guys were best friends ever since I got fired from the company in 2007. I got fired from RIPW. How could I have formed a best friendship in that short amount of time? Eric Eisen squints at him and walks away. Then we have a bout that had subpar wrestling and little heat. Spencer Spade defeated Lasana Makutsi in 7:49 with the Supreme Stunner. This is another motion in the undoing phase that Spencer Spade and Angry Gilmore are trying to commence. Spencer Spade getting some wins now. Then we finally have this segment. So basically, American Machine were entering, And Jefferson Stardust comes in and just lays waste to both men. With a chair, of course. He's not a fucking superhero. But then the Platinum Blondes come up to the stage and they're clapping. They're like, yes, thank you, Jefferson. Jefferson bolts up to the stage and does the same thing. He lays out all 4 men with a chair. And just, I don't know why. Dude's pissed. He's got to wear this fucking mask. He had a beautiful face, and now he has to wear this ugly, ugly mask. Fuck out of here, Taskbar. We then have a segment that was meant to go on later in the show, but I forgot to rearrange some of the stuff, but who cares? We have a contract signing between Joey Morgan and Paul Huntington. Richard Eisen is the officiator, and Joey Morgan comes in. He tries to slap Paul Huntington. Richard Eisen gets him to stop. He's like, Joey, come on. This is professional. Both men have their tag team to back them up. But here's the twist. Richard Eisen says in this contract clause that whoever loses cannot challenge for the championship as long as the other person holds it. And this continues to the future. Once they lose the title, and if they win it back, then the other person cannot win the championship. They can't go for it. Simple as that. Both men signed the contract, and as Richard Eisen, even though he stopped Joey Morgan earlier, he steps out of the way for the Pain Alliance to blindside the Hero Squad, and then Paul Huntington blindsides Joey Morgan. However, they fight out of it. And it ends up Joey Morgan and the Hero Squad are standing tall as Joey Morgan power bombs Paul Huntington through the table that they were signing the contract on, and those 3 stand tall. We then have another match in the undoing process, where Everest is a waste of space once again. What a surprise. But in a decent match, Angry Gilmore defeated Everest in 9:44. Angry Gilmore, of course, carrying this match. What a surprise. And then we have another match between Mikey Lau and Greg Gage. Decent match, 8:27. Mikey Lau wins. And then, of course, you'd expect the Enterprise come out, and they start to beat up Mikey Lau. But, of course, Valiant comes down for the save. He comes down with a 2x4, and all the men scurry away. They don't want any work with that, and now the question begins, were they working together? Was this a plan by Mikey Lau? Was this a plan by Valiant? If so, what does Valiant want in Eric Eisen? Why is he after Eric Eisen? The world may never know. No, they're probably going to say at the paper. We then have... Oh, my God. Jeez, the Hernandez promo did so well. Wow. Basically, Jimmy Hernandez comes down to the ring, and he says, Crippler, I heard all the shit that you were talking backstage. Alright? I heard it. And if you want to talk shit, why not talk shit to my face? Fight me, Crippler. Do it. Come out here right now, and I will show you that win that your buddy, your little fag bro, whatever the fuck, fag bro, your boyfriend was a fluke. But it wasn't, because Crippler wins. Alright. No, Crippler wins, and he leaves the... I didn't have enough time for a little segment like this, believe it or not. I always run out of time. But he kind of, after the match, James Hernandez just kind of walks down with his head down. We then have a number drawing. The Skulls Assembly are all drawing their numbers for the SWF Over the Top Eliminator. We don't get to see what the numbers are, but by their reactions, Evil Greed and Joe Miller seem to have had not so great numbers, where John McClean and Skull to Bone seem to have indifferent numbers, but we can't know for sure. However, Eric Eisen just happens to be backstage. We'll say that this is happening like right outside of the medical center that they have at the stage, and he was there getting an ice pack, and he's walking back, and all 4 of these men just kind of oddly stare angrily at Eric Eisen, where he's just like, what the, chill the fuck out, Vengeance, what did I do to you? Damn, jeez, bro, calm down. I mean, before he can finish his sentence, Rogue comes out of nowhere, running fucking super kick. He's starting to beat the shit out of Eric Eisen. Skull's Assembly just kind of watch on before security pulls these two apart. And Rogue's like, he's yelling in an angrily high way. And he's like, Eric Eisen, you fucking stole my #1 contender match. You're gonna get it. And then Eric Eisen yells back something like, "Fine, fight me at the World is Watching, bitch. Fight me then." And yeah, match confirmed for the World is Watching. But in the main event, in an exceptional match, Remo defeated Brandon James in 15:52 by pinfall with the Destroyer. Remo makes defense number 4 of his SWF World Heavyweight title. Remo defeats Brandon James, and then after the match, he takes the mic and he says, "I'm fucking unstoppable. There is no man that can defeat the Remo. Brandon James, I tried to show you the way. Angry Gilmore, I've beaten you too many times to count. Eric Eisen, you're just daddy's little boy. You aren't shit. Rogue, you can smoke all the weed you want, but I'll still kick your ass. Spencer Spade, you're nothing yet. And when you become something, I'll beat you too. Jack Bruce, I beat so many times before this year. I don't even need to beat him this year. And the Crippler, who the fuck is the Crippler? I only remember him from kicking Lobster Warrior's ass. Nobody can stop me. I'm an unbeatable force. The heavyweight champion of the world, Remo fucking Richardson." Drops the mic, and that's how the show ends. Boom, 88 B+. I like that. I at least I pulled a promo together at the end. It doesn't matter if it was good, it was cohesive. Taka Uni Tosh staying with Burning Hammer. Alright, we did good. Oh, TCW. What the fuck? Why is TCW all of a sudden doing these amazing fucking shows? Well, I mean, I'm not complaining, but damn. Alright, so next episode will be our Royal Rumble pay-per-view, also known as The World is Watching. So I'm hyped for that. I'm going to try and do something special for the Rumble. I found this idea from a TEW diary I read. It's hard to explain right now, but when it pops up, you'll see. I will see you in episode 18 at the pay-per-view. I have been 64, and thank you for watching this shit content.